aton guest speaker yan na inusa nga graduate han San Rafael Elementary School. Iyan valedictorian. Sa nga anak ni Mr. and Mrs. Hilarion Palejaro. Mga graduates kag anak, igimpaparayaw ko nga ipakilala ha iyo ang aton guest speaker. Waray iba kundi Mr. Glen Palejaro.
Distinguished faculty and staff of San Rafael Elementary School, headed by Maria Cristina Servando, the principal, proud parents, guests, friends, and of course our dear graduates, allow me to greet all of you in Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum, or in waray-waray, mahimyang nga adlaw ha aton nga tanan. Mabruk graduates, or shall I say congratulations graduates. I am both honored and privileged to be your keynote speaker for this historic event. Historic because this is the first time for me to witness and be part of a virtual closing exercises. Historic in a sense that despite the lack of resources and unanticipated challenges brought by the pandemic, the education of students was never put on hold. Nagpadayon lagi hapon, waray magpapugong, and exactly here we are celebrating the triumph. Of course, this is all thanks to you teachers and of course parents. Your collaborative efforts really worked like magic. Congratulations. Allow me to share this moment with you graduates, as this moment is such a remarkable one for me. Exactly 20 years ago, I promised myself to be back one day. Ika nga ni Douglas MacArthur, I shall return. I shall return to finally redeem myself from my downfall during my elementary graduation. I graduated as a top student, and as a best valedictorian, I was tasked to deliver a valedictory speech. But unfortunately, I messed up. I wasn't able to deliver the entire speech the way I wanted it to be perfectly executed. May ada ako stage fright whenever I face a huge crowd, and I don't want people to keep on staring at me for the longest time, or else I will totally melt. And this was the exact reason that while in the middle of my speech, I stuttered. Kinulba ako, ngan wala ko na matapos na akong speech. So I ended up getting down the stage and beating myself up, ngan sobra ako nga naawod. But here I am, and I can officially say that I have returned 2 decades after, trying to redeem myself with so much pride, honor, and positivity, to deliver not a valedictory speech, but a message of hope to everyone that we can always pick ourselves up from our downfall. No man, and that includes me, has ever succeeded without experiencing failures and frustrations. Sometimes it is just us who put so much pressure, setting very high standards to ourselves and not the people around us. So, stop beating yourself up. Siringpahan mga kabatanunan niya na #YOLO. You only live once, so better enjoy yourself, enjoy life, and make the most out of it. Enjoy the process because you are still young. Graduates, as you listen and watch to this address, I want you to remember that this day is not just your graduation day, but also a day of gratitude. To be thankful to the people who have become instruments and served as your torch, who guided you as you were having some doubts, confusions, and struggling to learn in these trying times. Do not be ashamed to say, "Damo nga salamat nay, tay, ma'am, sir, kay diri ko ini makakarawat nga diploma kung diri tungod na ni iyo bulig nga sakripisyo. Ini nga adlaw para gihapon ha iyo." Graduation day is indeed a day for you to witness the unfolding of a new chapter or a new episode right before your very eyes. Perhaps you can relate this to your favorite anime or superhero series in Netflix or Disney Channel, wherein this part of the story is when the main character or the bida now discovers his powers and abilities, but the problem is he could not control it nor be able to utilize it to its full potentials. And this bida is no other than but you. Throughout your elementary journey, your teachers have prepared you to discover your full potentials. And e-teachers bagahirahin mga construction workers. Pero, ikaw lagi hapon ng engineer, ng architect of your own self. Aadalahera para bumulig ha imo in terms ha pagbuhos han pundasyon han imo pinakasalog ngan para tumindog ang imo mga poste. Ini nga salog ngan mga poste represent your core as a person. Kailangan mo inihira padig-unon. Your teachers have helped you with all the necessary skills for you to be more independent as you enter high school. High school life is filled with overwhelming challenges, very competitive environment, but the bonus is that you would be exposed to different people, and it's very exciting. Ayaw kahadlok because you are a product of San Rafael Elementary School. You are definitely made of steel. You are your own Superman. Waray kakurian nga diri mo kaya lampasan. My elementary journey was the most fun part of my life as a student. I can still remember every end of the year I go off stage very excited to get the gold medal being a consistent top student or first honor of our class from first grade until my graduating year. Consistently, I was also awarded as a well-groomed student of our class. I was very passionate and really enjoyed going to school, especially when there were fun activities such as monthly programs, elections, and of course one thing that I really enjoyed the most was whenever I get the opportunity to represent our school in district and division quiz bee competitions and end up getting the first place. At that time, di pa uso ang Google or Safari kaya kailangan mo mag-aram ngayon mag-train prior sa competition. But my journey wasn't as smooth sailing as always. Believe me, diri permi maupay nga dalan ng akong ginaagian. And I wasn't always the best in everything that I do. I have also got a fair share of bad experiences and frustrations too. Damo nga lubak-lubak nga dalan ang akong ginagian, pero I was so thankful for these experiences. I think that it's just the spice of life. And these experiences make us even more mentally and emotionally ready on what lies ahead of us. Who would have thought nga no sa nga bata nga audunon having a very low self-esteem nga inferiority complex inusan na nga maestro teaching Indians, Egyptians, Africans, French, and to name other few nationalities in British schools here in the United Arab Emirates for almost a decade. I personally didn't imagine getting this far. Kaya kontento na ako nga magtutduha Pilipinas. Ngan sobra ako nga makabayan. I just really wanted to utilize my strength and capacity as a teacher in the service of the Filipino people. Pero destiny has its own ways to take you to places. So, just trust the process. My success story isn't always applicable to everyone. It isn't a one-size-fits-all. You just have to embrace your uniqueness and individualities and create your own story. Ang kada tagsa aton or haiyo may kanya-kanya nga kapas, talento, ngan kabatok ha iba-iba nga larangan. So it is really okay to be different. When everyone goes right, go left if that is what your instinct is telling you or your heart desires. No one has the right to judge your decisions in life. So do not ever compare yourself to others because you are genius in your own little ways. Remember that you are the lead character or the bida of your own story. So, when the time comes that you have already achieved your success story, do not ever forget to give back and look back to your family, friends, teachers, and to your community who have helped you when you were just starting to write the first few pages of your story. Dear graduates, I am rooting for you. I know that you can achieve greater heights in life. So congratulations for a job well done. Just enjoy life. Stay safe. Padayon.